Parenting is so easy, said no parent ever. Do you desperately want to give your children the perfect childhood and feel like a super parent, but you always seem to end up frazzled and burned out? Well, what if I could show you exactly how to tap into the heart of your child? Would you want to know the secret to what would make their lives meaningful, exciting, and fulfilled, putting you in the position to be that incredible parent?
Let's start here. Have you ever noticed that your child can literally go from happily playing to having a total meltdown a split second later? Well, guess what? That has everything to do with how their brains are wired. What about irrational fears? Have any of your kids fixated on something so improbable and nothing you say or do convinces them that this fear is beyond reality? Well, scientifically, it's because of where their brains are in their development and how they access that information. I remember a time when my daughter Bella suddenly developed an irrational fear of crocodiles. I mean, if we lived in the deep outback of Australia, okay, that would make sense. But we live in Edinburgh, Scotland. I don't even think a single crocodile can be found outside of the zoo here. But she would be deeply worried that somehow a crocodile would come out of the river that ran below our house. For those of you who know Edinburgh, we lived along the Water of Leith, the most unlikely home for any crocodiles. But in her mind, the wall around the garden, the 3 flights of stairs from the bottom of our house to her bedroom didn't pose any deterrent for a crocodile that was determined to crawl into her bed and eat her. Irrational, right? So how do we communicate with our kids when they have these fears? And better still, where do these fears come from? Even fears that are more probable. What causes them to develop and how do we overcome them? What about if your child is behaving in a way that makes no sense? Perhaps they lack the confidence to make friends, or what if they bully other kids? Maybe they get really aggressive with their siblings about the smallest thing. Or maybe they're so distant from you that you battle to get a word out of them.
Well, what if we could give you those answers? We can arm you with the understanding of why your kids think so differently from you. We can help you understand what it is that drives their emotions and forms their self-belief. Mostly, we will give you that massive aha moment where you realize why your kids behave the way they do, and most critically, how you can influence that for the better. You might be thinking, surely that's all to do with having a growth mindset like they learn in school, or I just need to find more ways to practice mindfulness with my children. Well, how many of you can say, hand on heart, that you've seen long-lasting changes in your home and happening with your child after doing these exercises? Long-lasting changes. My kids had done loads of growth mindset work at school and had no idea how to put it into practice. And it wasn't until I taught them much, much more that they were able to understand how this related to real life. I mean, I remember that awesome light bulb moment when my 8-year-old said to me that a fixed mindset is a little bit like memories and emotions making things a bit less good. I mean, I felt amazing when she was able to see the why behind a fixed mindset. The reason kids can't grasp some of these trendy concepts is that there's a foundation missing. It's science, and we can help harness its power to totally transform your relationships with your kids.
Sarah is a married mother of 3 and I'm a single mother of 1. We've both journeyed with our children through intensely emotional situations, from bullying to the trauma of death and big life-changing events. We've dedicated the last 3 years of our lives to understanding what causes communication gap between parents and their kids. We wanted to find a way that would bridge that gap between generations, to bring communications between family members to a deeper empathetic space. One that would create unshakable bonds that were able to stand against anything life throws at you. We've worked alongside teachers and social workers, mental health professionals, and parents in very different family environments.
Out of all this research, we created a simple, common language approach that the entire family can use. From our own experiences and those of our customers, we found that no matter what the challenge we faced, this approach has been the basis of seeing each other, seeing our families grow stronger and closer than ever before. And we want to share this knowledge and this approach with you so that just like we did, your family can thrive beyond any pressures that you face. We are inviting you to join us on this journey. Join us for a totally free online event from the comfort of your own home. Join us as we not only share this vital information, but we will also show you how we apply the learnings into our own lives. We will share the exact approach that we've developed that has been reviewed by child therapists, teachers, social workers, and even received rave reviews from a triple board certified child psychiatrist.
It's totally free. The only thing this will cost you is about 30 minutes of your time. So if you're willing to invest that short bit of time for information that will totally transform your family relationships, then we promise it will be worth every second. All you need to do now is register to attend the event. We have a few dates and times available for you to choose from, so there's no reason for you not to join. So click the button right now to register for this free event. We have a brilliant bonus for you that will help you in your own life and in the life of your kids. And you'll get this just for attending, so don't miss out.